Hello, everybody. Welcome to Zeus Angel Mystic Atera. Today I'm reading for the Taurus crew, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And while I did a little call to cross for you, and I've got some cards laid out. And now keep in mind, these are general readings. Roles can be reversed. Typically, tarot is going to pull the past person or the present, probably the past person and what they're thinking. But I'm focusing on you, and then I will get into whoever is around you. So on the way here to get this room, I saw someone walking by on the street blaring music. Okay, sometimes I get messages through songs, and there's been a lot of people on the streets blasting music without their headphones, much like they used to do in the 80s with the boombox. Don't ask me why people have been doing this lately. It happened to me twice today. The first song was Pearl Jam. The second song was Since You've Been Gone by, who sings that again? That lady from that reality TV show, Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson? Yeah, since you've been gone, okay. And then the other song was Pearl Jam. I don't remember the name of the song. So anyway, since you've been gone, I'm assuming that means somebody here has not been acting right, because at the center of your reading, we've got the Queen of Wands in the upright. Amazing, beautiful, seductive, in their power, Leo energy. But then crossing it, we got this King of Wands in reverse. Fire energy. I don't know why, but in these readings, everybody's a fire sign. Everyone's a fire sign in these readings because it's passion. So somebody here was not acting right. All right. King of Wands in reverse can be someone who's very arrogant. It can be someone who is a little bit of a player. Because the King of Wands in the upright is somebody who's very attractive, very charming. King and Queen of Wands, divine counterpart. They can even be a married couple. Okay. But someone was not acting right. Now, tarot is genderless, but this is a masculine energy. And right off the bat, King of Wands not acting right. Okay, the divine is not acting right. The divine counterpart. We have the Nine of Swords reverse. So in the past, I feel like some of you guys, once again, this is the past. Some of you guys are releasing your anxiety in regards to someone's behavior here. Okay, you're realizing that you just need to be happy. It doesn't matter what goes on with your counterpart. Some of you guys are just surrounding yourself with family right now with the Ten of Cups. This could be a marriage or a long-term relationship where someone just isn't acting right. Okay. Or this was a past person. Remember, tarot is timeless. Nine of Swords, though, to me, is having the spiritual awakening that something needs to change. Staying awake at night, having hella bad anxiety or a lot of thoughts in your head, negative thoughts, but it's in the reverse. So to me, I feel like you guys are like, you know what? I just need to be happy right now and I need to chase my stability. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse here in the future. So the Ace of Pentacles is actually a very good card to me. That's an offer that's delayed. So for some of you, if this is a divine counterpart relationship, this is whatever this is about. This is general. Okay. This is just about you. There is a delay to some sort of gratification or satisfaction. And it could be with someone making you an offer of a relationship or a job offer. And I do feel like a lot of you guys, that is your focus, because the Four of Pentacles in reverse, to me, there were deep-rooted issues here. And a lot of you guys with the Devil in reverse we're just like, I am not engaging, not today, oh, Satan. Okay, not today, Satan. I'm not doing this. You can be arrogant, you can be a jerk, you can go and get all the attention you want, or whatever it is that, this person was acting like. I just feel like you just kind of shut the door on it in a sense, whether or not you're with them or not, because I don't think that's your focus right now. You learned some stuff. The Page of Swords, to me, I feel like you could have learned that the issue here is somebody is a little bit immature in how they communicate, right? So, and I see you here with the Knight of Wands in reverse. There's in and out behavior here. Because I think that what I'm seeing here, when there's divine counterparts and one is in reverse, that's somebody who is not ready to elevate to your level. Okay, Taurus, you guys are very, very much this Four of Pentacles in the upright. Like you hold on to things for a really long period of time because you're very, very loyal. And I feel like somebody was not ready to elevate to your level of commitment here. Okay, there was somebody here still having in and out behavior, still sort of acting like an attention seeker, or just being very arrogant. All right. But The Devil in reverse lets me know that you're trying to overcome some sort of trauma bond or some sort of negativity with deep-rooted issues and potentially related to communication or an offer not coming in right when you want it. Okay, I feel like it's not slowing you down. And I do feel like some of you guys are just in this releasing control of something. I don't like the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so I don't know if this was your person, the masculine or whoever, acting controlling, acting possessive, or you feeling like you're not in your power. Let me see why that's there. Why is we're going to get into this person's feelings. Okay, I'm focusing on this Celtic cross right now. Yeah, it just kind of feels like you're moving away. Exactly. You are moving away from drama. Legit. The Six of Swords is your spirit guides coming in and being like, this is not good for you right now. Somebody here is in their ego. You know, they're trying to be controlling, but they're also, I don't know if that's the issue here, because the Emperor in reverse is a bad emperor. It's someone who throws their weight around. It's somebody who tries to, be like coercive control. But I feel like you could have realized that somebody was in their ego. I'm getting a lot of fire energy here. So I'm getting Aries. Doesn't have to be. Okay, there are some kind of conjunction with Aries going on. I also have Cancer, Pisces. Doesn't matter about the sign. We have Leo here. We have a lot of signs. But I just feel like you moved away from something that was hella toxic. Okay, straight up, your guides are like, no, you can't focus on this right now. And I always say in these readings, let go and let God. Let go or be dragged. Because I feel like some of you guys learned something. I don't know what that is. I mean, you could have just learned that somebody has control issues or they're not ready to settle down. What is it that Taurus learned here? The Moon in reverse is I'm no longer under delusions anymore, especially because we have the Devil in reverse. What did Taurus learn? Seven of Wands. You learned that you have to protect yourself. You learned boundaries. A lot of you guys learned boundaries with somebody here who wasn't acting right. It's straight up. Two of Cups in reverse. To me, when I see the Two of Cups in reverse, that's typically some kind of fallout. It can be a friend. It doesn't have to be a lover. But it's just like, I feel like somebody was not considerate of your feelings here. They were really, like I said, King of Wands reverse. I don't like that. That's like the arrogant player, F-boy energy. Doesn't matter about the gender. This could be a woman acting that way. Okay. But yeah, I feel like you're not having it. I just feel like someone came in as a knight and you really needed them to be an emperor, if that makes sense. Okay. There is love here with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is someone who controls their emotions. They have really a lot of emotions. So I feel like some of you guys with the Four of Swords here are just protecting yourself because somebody really is in their ego. Okay. Why is this Ace of Pentacles in reverse? So I don't know if you're on a break with someone. If this is a past, maybe this happened a long time ago. And right now you guys are having something there's a lot of delays that are about to be happening because we're entering retrograde on the 25th. So there's going to be a lot of delays. Okay. So something that you're trying to build or some kind of offer that you're wanting, there's a delay to it. There's divine timing right now. Four of Swords. So this Four of Swords energy comes after the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is like heartbreak, rejection. And the Four of Swords is like, you need a break. You need to preserve your energy. You need to protect yourself right now, okay? Because there's some funkiness going on. And Taurus, you guys don't play like that. I mean, you're fiercely loyal. And sometimes to a fault, but you also don't like drama, okay? So that Four of Swords is protecting you. So let's see what this person's feeling. We'll see about the new person as well, because this feels like past energy. Woo! Page of Pentacles. All right, for the Taurus crew, this King of Wands. Now, this could simply be you trying to pursue some kind of business deal or something, and you feeling like you're not in your power. If this isn't someone acting arrogant, jerk player, I just feel like you could feel like you're not in your power 100%. But I just feel like it's not stopping you with the Ten of Cups in your head. The Ten of Cups is a happy family, and that's what's on your mind right now. Like, what's on your mind is really just like providing for yourself and your family. Yeah, okay. King of Swords in reverse in this person's energy. So we have two kings here. There could be some same-sex type of behavior or a same-sex relationship. It doesn't have to be. But I do feel like somebody is acting aloof here. King of Swords in reverse is someone who maybe overthinks. They can be a little bit of a know-it-all, but they can also be sort of cruel. Okay, I don't like the King or the Knight of Swords reversed. That's someone who uses their knowledge against people. So I really don't like this. I told you this person is acting like a dink. They're not acting great. Let's see how they feel about the Taurus deep, deep down. How do they feel about the Taurus deep, deep down? Six of Cups. Yep, I told you. Three of Swords. Okay, this person's thinking about you a lot. I do feel like, because this is pulling kind of like a past person vibe, Six of Pentacles, we're about to be in retrograde. As I mentioned, this is retrograde energy. I think this person's really going to be thinking about you. But when they think about you, they think about the pain. Whether you know this or not, this person also feels rejected by you. You both could feel rejected to a degree, and that could explain why, they're acting arrogant or they're being inconsiderate of your feelings. I feel like this person is trying to get over deep-rooted issues within the relationship, whether you're together or not. Because the Three of Swords in reverse is like something that you can't take back. It's like a hurt or a pain or a rejection so deep. But I feel like this person thinks about the bad times, but they might be thinking less negatively than they did in the past. Because the Six of Cups is beauty. It's like a past life love. And we do have divine counterparts in the center. So I feel like they could be trying to reflect back on it in a less negative manner, but still kind of feeling hurt, okay? So to me, it definitely feels like there was love there, especially if there's Three of Swords and they're feeling somewhat rejected. Ooh, this person knows that they were being an avoidant here. Okay, the Seven of Swords. I don't like it. I feel like this person knows what they did wrong, right? I mean, we have to take accountability for our part. You, Taurus, have to take accountability for your part. They have to take accountability for their part. But with the Seven of Swords, I don't like that because I'm going to have to see why that's there. But the Seven of Swords is somebody who's acting calculating and somebody who's acting sneaky, but also somebody who's just trying to get away with something. It can also be just someone who is avoiding something here. It's not always a bad thing, but this person might be trying to avoid their feelings. With the Three of Swords in reverse, Six of Wands. Yeah, this person is in their ego. This person's in their ego. This person is trying to avoid their feelings. I don't like that because the Six of Wands literally is someone who just likes attention. This is that fire sign energy again. They could be a Leo. I told you. I really don't like this. And I feel like you know that about this person with the Devil in reverse. I feel like you know that this is someone to be avoided here. This doesn't have to be a lover. This person feels like they're unwelcomed. Four of Wands in reverse. Five of Swords. No, I don't like it. This person is acting selfishly and they're avoiding accountability here. I mean, Three of Swords in reverse, to me, it's like they're getting over this, but they're just in their ego. It's not very deep. And they feel unwelcomed anyways with the Four of Wands in reverse. All right. How are you feeling about this person? Some of you guys are you're wanting a break from the pain. There is some level of deep emotion. Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you just want to be single from this. I feel like you just want, especially because we have the Ten of Cups in your headspace. This is like, I'm only giving to things that give back to me. I just want to take care of myself. I want to focus on things that make me feel good. Typical Taurus vibes, Venusian energy, Nine of Pentacles. Like I'm vibing, I'm single. I'm working on my money and my wealth. And there might be a delay to some kind of offer for a job or a promotion or something like that. But I don't feel like this is stopping you anymore. There could have been a period of time where you really held on to it, but now I just feel like you're realizing you have to release it. And this person's in their ego anyway. I don't like it, okay? Yeah, I just feel like you're vibing. You're trying to work on your wealth. Okay, so let's see if there's anyone new coming in. I mean, they are thinking about you, but it's from a very ego-based. This person was not ready for the love that you offered, okay? They weren't ready to step into that role of the King of Wands in the upright. They weren't ready to be the Emperor. They're in their ego still. I'm not saying that later down the line things won't change, but at least right now they're in their ego. But they are thinking about you, okay? If that relates to you. And it's always a good idea to just be independent. Like if somebody isn't acting right, they're not ready to accept the relationship, let them go. You know, don't wait for them. If they come back, then they're meant for you. Let's see who's coming in new. For those of you singles, how y'all doing out there? Hello. I really didn't like that, okay? And I feel like both of you guys are really just not as stressed about this before. Guess what, you guys? We're in the fire horse energy. 2026 is the fire horse energy. And it is about momentum because now we finally shed the snake. We've released relationships that weren't good for us. A lot of the signs, not everyone. So let's see who's coming in. Who's next to come in? Now, sometimes this pulls that same person. If you're still on the wavelength of waiting for someone, it might pull their energy. But we're going to try and get new. I got my gatos, my gato cards. This deck is magical cats. It's hilarious. There's a lot of frogs on it. So I always say, have you been kissing frogs? All right, who's coming in for Taurus? The next person due to come in romantically. Some of you guys are feeling good anyway. We have the 10 of Cups in your mind space. You're feeling 9 of Pentacles. Actually, the 9 of Pentacles is right on the cover. You're feeling good. You're feeling 9 of Pentacles. I mean, some of you could have had a lot of anxiety about a situation or nervousness about it and are working to release that because you recognize that it's somewhat toxic. All right. See, I knew it. We have a Chariot. Could be a Cancer coming into your life. Some of you guys could go on a car trip. Chariot can literally be a car. So it could be a long distance relationship. Could be a Virgo or a Cancer. Ooh. Some of you guys need to go out more. You know what? Taurus crew, you guys tend to be homebodies. But we just came out of the Hermit. The year of the Hermit, 2025, was Hermit energy because it was year number 9. So honestly, this is saying there could be a Cancer or a Virgo coming into your life. Also, potentially, you need to leave the house more. Some of you. Okay, who's the next person coming into Taurus's life? The World card. Okay, I'm telling you, I'm picking up long distance for you. Ace of, okay, so we have the Chariot and the World. Some of you guys, there's a long distance relationship coming in. If that's not what it is, we have the Ace of Wands. This is a new relationship. Ace of Wands. I love that. The World card. Interesting. So if it isn't that, it's long distance. I just feel like this is you finally closing out the cycle so that you can step into this new energy. Okay, I think a lot of you guys, it took you a long time to be ready to receive someone new here. Okay, the World card is closing out a cycle. So for some of you, it's a long distance relationship. For some of you, it's a Virgo, a Cancer who's coming in next. For some of you, it's you're completing this cycle 100%, right? Like shutting the door on the past, finally like moving on from the past to accept this new offer of love or passion. Okay, the Ace of Wands is passion. So some of you, there's somebody here who you could be passionate with, could be somebody long distance that you're being passionate with, or you're just ready to receive this newness. You have the Eight of Swords. So some of you guys, this is saying to release overthinking when this new person comes in. Eight of Swords. Also potentially, because I feel like the Eight of Swords is negative self-talk. And, you know, spirit angels and guides, they don't want you to have negative self-talk because that's going to really block your blessings. Okay, so what's the new person's actions towards the Taurus? Looks like there's momentum. Looks like someone wants to come see you, take a trip to see you. The Death card. Geez, there's a whole lot of ending around you right now. The Death, the Temperance. So this is literally an angel alchemizing. I feel like spirit is really saying with this spread for you guys to really process some kind of internal change. Okay, you know, that's literally the angel, temperance. Some of you guys still need to heal from this ending. Some of you, there's going to be like one last hurrah with an old person or with a current person. I don't know. This is what I'm picking up on. I'm not necessarily saying, oh, it's a reunion from the past person. We are going into a retrograde on the 25th. Some of you guys are having a reunion. Some of you guys, this looks like closure. So this could be a Sagittarius. This could be a Scorpio. This is fixed sign energy. Why the Death card? The Angel of Death. I don't know why I said that. It's because literally I have the angel and then the death, angel of death. But I think what that's saying is two surrenders to something here, to some kind of major change, because the temperance alchemizes. They literally take these two elements here, water and fire, and they transmute that and they alchemize it. And that's why they say it's healing, because patiently allowing this change to come in with the death card, a lot of you guys are healing. I feel like what this is saying right now, if it's not a reconnection, or if it's not a long distance relationship, or maybe you ended a long distance relationship, this is just saying right now, to allow the change, allow the ending to take place so that this new relationship could come in. Ace of Wands can also be a new passion. It can be a new hobby. It doesn't have to be a person here. And then we have the Sun. Yeah, I feel like this is saying to just right now allow yourself to be single, because this new relationship's going to come find you when you're ready. Okay, Ace of Wands, or this new source of inspiration. Yeah, because I think that you guys went through a lot. The Sun, I love that. So it also could be a Leo here. That was the past person or like the other spread was, there was a lot of fire there. So I don't know. I mean, maybe you're going to have a closure conversation with someone here. What's this Ace of Wands? Could meet someone in the summer months. Could be December, October, December, or the summer months that you could meet someone new here. Why is this Ace of Wands here? Four Swords. Okay. Queen of Cups reverse. Yeah, a lot of you guys, I just feel like with the cups, the Queen of Cups in reverse is somebody who cries. Some of you guys need to get something out of your system here. And I feel like what the change I see here for you guys, Taurus, isn't necessarily about a relationship. Although that's a possibility here. I feel like what the change is you allowing yourself to have better boundaries with people. Because the Queen of Cups in reverse is definitely someone who lacks boundaries at times. Okay, they're the psychic. They're very psychic. They're very intuitive. Okay, it's a water sign energy. And in the reverse, there's someone who sometimes has their emotions taken advantage of. So some of you guys need a rest right now. This is like a love bombing energy. The Queen of Cups is like somebody who, how do I explain that? How do I explain the Queen of Cups in reverse? It's somebody who acts a certain way out of their emotions. They're like overcome with emotions. So a lot of you guys just need to release that. Release the emotions. Yeah, because I feel like there's some level of disappointment here with the way something went down. So you're not ready to like necessarily go out and pursue something here. I feel like it's going to come in. So like I said before, so some of you guys are needing to go out more. Some of you are needing to release these emotions, these heavy emotions that you have. Some of you, there was a long distance relationship, or I'm trying to throw out multiple storylines for you guys here, are just transitioning into a place in your life where something new can come in, where there's emotional space for it. We have a lot of major arcana here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is a major life lesson coming in for you in regards to having better boundaries with people. And, you know, the way that you talk to yourself with this ace, with the 8 of Swords. Okay, what's the advice here? So for some of you, in other words, this is saying when you finally embrace that a cycle is over and you finally have cried your last tear, that's when something new will come in. And you'll just feel all around, you're going to start feeling better about yourself and just vibing and being okay with the change that a relationship is over. That's when the offer comes in. Some of you guys, be careful, because Page of Cups can sometimes be an apology. So I don't know. And then the Six of Pentacles. Yep, there's a new beginning here for you. So a lot of you guys are going to have to make a decision because sometimes, I see this Page of Cups as an apology. It could be a new person. There's definitely a message here of love. It could trigger you as well, okay? What's the advice? Woo! Seven of Wands. Keep your guard up. Okay, because some of you guys are really in this healing mode and you're starting to feel better about yourself. You're cried your last tear or something like that. And then that's when, somebody messages you, Page of Cups here. Keep your guard up with, someone who hurt you. Keep your boundaries here. Okay, anything else on the outcome here or in the advice for the Taurus crew? Eight of Pentacles. I think that you're going to be working diligently. Some of you guys are working either a job. Okay, we all have a job more than likely. Eight of Pentacles. Work could be a distraction for you from your pain. But also, I think that you're mastering something. There's some kind of craft that you could be mastering here. And this is like saying like a hobby or work or mastering your craft can really help you heal and be okay accepting that something ended or some kind of major change in your life. Okay. And if there is an apology that comes in, make sure you keep your guard up, keep your boundaries up with someone here. Even if you're meeting somebody new here, I'm not necessarily saying, some of you, this is that you have to let down your boundaries. So if it's not that you're getting an apology from someone that you have to hold your boundaries up to, this is saying to be able to trust that in yourself to choose someone who won't hurt you. She jumped you on Christmas. Aw. Yeah, I know. Some of you guys, because the Page of Cups can be an apology, and if that does happen, you really need to keep your guard up because we're going into a retrograde on the 25th. But if that isn't what it is, you need to be able to learn to trust new people when they do come in, because there's something here. I mean, the Ace of Wands can be a hobby. I feel like some of you are using hobby or work to be able to cope with something that happened here. Yeah, I don't know. When we have the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords can be someone who is trying to get away with something. I don't like that, okay, because the truth is that this person really had you feeling upside down, and I don't want to focus on that, okay, because I feel like a lot of you guys are trying to release that. And the Empress in reverse is Taurus energy. This is you, but you're in reverse. So you're not feeling your best. Okay. This person really challenged your sense of self-worth. And for some of you, the Empress in reverse connects with someone just for pure pleasure. Okay. And then we have the Lovers here. I think you're going to have a choice in love, some of you. And I always say this, you guys, the minute that you finally release someone, when you're finally like, I'm okay with the ending, it feels good right now because I released something heavy. A lot of the times that's when they come back and then you're tested. The divine will test you. Are you really done with this person? Because don't forget what they did. Some of you guys, this person was connecting with you out of pure ego. And, but I don't want that to stop you because there's something new coming in here and when you have to be ready when it happens. The Lovers is making a choice. The Lovers is always a huge, major decision. And it's actually the number 6, which is the same number as the Devil, because it's your, that can be bonded to something out of lust or bonded to something for the wrong reasons. And when the Lovers comes in, it's really asking you, what do your angels want you to do? So just ask yourself, what would your angels tell you to do? What would Jesus do? What would God tell you? Would God tell you to let someone back in? Or would God tell you remember how they made you feel. Remember how they made you feel like you were not in your power, like you know, questioned your sense of self-worth. Because some of you, I definitely feel with the Empress in reverse. They got you, they don't, you know, the Empress is someone who does not allow people to get them in their head. They just are they know, they're discerning, they know that person is not going to make me feel like a king or a queen. They're going to make me feel in my head. They're going to make me feel like they're trying to get away with something, right? So a lot of you guys are releasing this and you're having to make a major decision in love and you're asking your angels for guidance here. So anyways, and in the new person here, I feel like what it's really saying is that you really just need to focus on now being able to trust love when it comes in, because there's a sense of not having enough boundaries with someone here. Four of Swords, you were in protection mode. 4/3 of the Seven of Wands, could have even blocked someone. So yeah, I just feel like you're not going to be as trusting in the future, but that's what Spirit wants you to learn to be able to do. To learn to be able to trust yourself, to put up the boundaries when you need to have them there, to be able to put down your guard when you know it's safe to love. Okay, yeah, I don't know if there's anything else that the Taurus needs to know right now. 9 of Swords again, reverse, because I feel like a lot of you guys released something that was super heavy, and I think you waited a long time for something. And the 3 of Wands in reverse is like somebody who doesn't have long-term vision here, right? That you were just, but it's also, I'm done waiting for someone who didn't make plans with me, because it was heavy. And 5 of Wands in reverse, like this for releasing the drama. Like, I don't want to fight anymore. Okay. Yeah, because it was really hella chaotic. And I feel like it messed with your nervous system. So I feel like that is still kind of affecting you right now. That's the reason some of you guys haven't been able to fully meet someone new. There is potential to connect with someone new. Okay, so just keep that in mind in the future here. All right. Yeah, I think that's it, you guys. You got a heavy reading. Some of you guys, I think, are going to start out with friends with someone new here in the future. It could be another fire sign. Yes, I'm getting friend vibes, okay? I've got 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. And some of you, one of the first things that came out for you is you need to get out more. You need to go out more and have fun, okay? So we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. I feel like some of you guys are afraid of unrequited love because you experienced unrequited love in the past. Like there's this trauma around somebody not choosing you, right? A 7 of Cups in reverse. But I feel like right now it's just time to focus on having a good time and going where your passions are, hanging out with your friends. Try not to put too much pressure on meeting someone new, because I think that there was something heavy that you went through. Okay, that's the main thing that I'm getting for you guys here moving forward. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Some of you could meet someone with tattoos on their arms. I see that a lot in this deck. Arm tattoos. If that's not what it is, it's just, look, they're just really trying to enjoy themselves. They're just really like trying to be like, it's cool. I've got my friend family group. I'm going to go hang out with them. I'm just going to do the thing that I love to do. And I will meet someone eventually. Okay. Because I think some of you guys, like I said before, are afraid of ending up in another pick me or in another situation where their love is unreturned or is unrequited, or you're not feeling fulfilled emotionally. The 2026 is the year 10, but it breaks down to a 1, and that's self, and that is self-fulfilling, you know, filling your own cup. So right now, y'all need to just fill your own cup, and someone will come along eventually. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. I really hope that helped you, and I will be back. I'm probably gonna do, what was I gonna say? I don't know if I'm gonna be doing another free question live in February. I'm gonna try and do free questions maybe once a month. So if you haven't subscribed, liked, comment, shared, or any of that, please do that for me. And hit the notification bell so you can know when I go live. So I hope this reading elevated your consciousness in some type of way, shape, or form. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.